which stage you basically involve Salesforce, like price and...
I think it depends on the founder. If the founder is a very technical person with less human skill or human skills that are not as strong, I would advise not to do that. You know, and it all depends. For example, in one of my companies at Insightix, for example, I had a technical partner, amazing, the sharpest guy you'll find, and he was very well known all over the world for security. And every time we went to a presentation, let's say to financial institutions in the US, it was really fun. You know, I was supposed to give the presentation, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, after 2 slides, they said, okay, you know, let us talk to him. You know, we don't care about you, because they're technical people and they want to talk to a technical person who understand what they do, understand their job and so forth. So I was just wasting my time there. So that's sometimes something to consider. One point I want also to mention, I wrote all this presentation, but I forgot. Credibility. Credibility is very important for startups, because you're bringing a new product to the market. No one knows who you are. You know, usually if you're not Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs, God rest his peace, but if you're not very well known, no one cares about that. So one of the things you have to build is a very strong advisory board. People, you know, it depends on the product and the and the go-to-market strategy, but people who really know about your market, and they can be kind of, they can sign on your product and say, hey, we think it's a great product. For example, in my current company, when we do social media and we do computer vision and we do text analysis and so forth, we have kind of 4 advisors. Just 2 of them. One, his name is Professor Jonathan Uman. Doesn't mean anything to anyone, but his father won the Nobel Prize, and he's a professor very well known for text analysis and data mining and all that stuff. So for us, first of all, he's an amazing person, the nicest person you'll ever meet, and he's really helpful to us. But when you come to customers, when you talk to investors, and you say, hey, I have Jonathan Uman, and everyone knows his name because his father won the Nobel Prize, and kind of, you know, it's like part of the Nobel Prize is mine. You know, they kind of stick. It doesn't. I have nothing to do with Nobel Prize. But people look at it as something which is credible. The other person we have is a very long-time friend. His name is Eran Borenstein. Who cares? But basically, he's one of the world leaders. He got his PhD from MIT University in Israel. It's called Weizmann Institute. A lot of technology came from there. The RSA, by the way, if you know encryption, all that stuff came from there. So he's one of the world leaders in computer vision, how to identify, how to analyze images and so forth. He's on our advisory board. He's helping us with developing those algorithms. So when you go to customers, when you go to investors and you say, hey, I hope I have those people on my team, it's really important. Another person that we have is Wix. We talked about Wix, the company that helps people build websites. They're a NASDAQ company, $1 billion company. They have like something, if I'm not mistaken, 40 million customers, and their VP of Business Development is on our advisory board. So when we go to customers, when we go to partners, when we go to investors and so forth, and you show that you have that, I think it's really important.
And how to reach those people?
Network. There was one article a while ago, and the headline was "Network or Don't Work."